So today I want to talk to you about the Environmental Innovation Academy here at Oceanside High School. Our academy has three different pathways: the engineering and design, the environmental science, and in the future we'd like to add a computer science pathway. We're going to focus on the engineering design pathway. This pathway is kind of built around giving you the tools to change the world. So we'll talk about how we do that. So, at the heart of everything in the engineering design pathway is something we call the design process. The neat thing about the design process is it's something you can be used across all the disciplines to improve at something you want to do. So, if you look at this, you always start by asking, what do I want to get better at or improve? Students have modeled this using things like rock climbing or playing an instrument or designing a 3D part for a bicycle. And they ask, what it is that I want to accomplish. So how do I want to get better? How do I want to make this part work better for a bicycle? And then you figure out a plan. So how long will this take? Is this a week-long project, a month-long, or is this going to take a little bit longer? And then throughout that process, you're going to create and document how you're doing it. And then at the end, you always ask, did it improve? Did I improve? Did the part work better than the one I had on there? And then a lot of times it'll lead back into the ask again cycle where you'll start that process again. So again, engineering at its heart is about solving problems. And it's not just in the engineering field, it's about solving problems in everyday life. And then the other part about that is turning your ideas into reality. That's the design part. So just like an artist makes a painting, engineers make buildings, they make computers, they make iPhones, they make all these things around us to improve our quality of life. And so the difference between an artist and an engineer is just in what tools they use. So engineering is focused on using math and science to solve problems, whereas an artist may be focused on a little bit different tools. And so again, engineering, every day you're an engineer, you're probably going to be solving a problem that may be completely new. And to solve that new problem, you may have to use a new tool or learn something different. So again, every day is a little bit different. You're always expanding what you know and how to apply that knowledge. Uh, Engineers require a lot of STEM background, so science, engineering, and mathematics. A lot of times, starting salaries can be significantly higher than in other fields. So the career can be challenging, but it's also very rewarding. And so the introduction to engineering will talk about lots of different fields. Engineers isn't one field. There's also things like electrical engineers, software engineers, medical equipment engineers, civil engineers do more things like buildings and roads. So all of these different types of engineering occupations will be talked about, and you can explore career options across all of them. And so at OHS, we're fortunate to have tools in our school to help you take your ideas to the next level. We have 3D printers, we have laser engravers. In addition, we have traditional manufacturing tools like woodworking tools. And we also have a fairly good collection of LED lights and speaker systems for you guys to experiment on for electrical engineering. So really it comes back to, how do you want to change the world? And for the Environmental Innovation Academy, we're here to help you learn the tools to make that possible. So in our academy, for the engineering pathway, our ninth grade students will take our Introduction to Design Thinking course. That's the one that I teach currently. Next, we're looking at a science course. We'll take either physics or AP physics, depending on your math background. In the 11th grade, we'll look at civil engineering and architecture. That's with Miss Martin. And then in 12th grade, we're back to that science background, either AP physics or another science course that might match with the major you'd like to explore. If you'd like to learn more about this pathway, we have Mr. Hernandez, who's the head of our environmental pathway. Miss Martin and I work with the the engineering design pathway. You can also let your counselor know, and they can give you some recommendations on which pathway or academy will best suit your needs. That's it for today. Thanks for your time.